African music, they will take you all the way to where you are not expecting. That is around cloud nine. You feel so good. You interpret the tradition and culture of the people by their music. So this music is coming from Niger. And now, my brothers and sisters, let me tell you something about Niger in Western Africa. Niger, the population of Niger is 17,466,172 indigenous inhabitants in Niger, in the western side of Africa. And the country area, the political line of demarcation, is like 1,186,408 square miles. That's beautiful. That's a land. That's a big piece of land in Africa. Yeah. Now let's come to the capital city of Niger. It's Niamey. Just like if you want to say Miami in America, they can say instead of Miami in America, you will say Niamey in Western Africa. That's the capital city of Niger. And the population, the inhabitants of Niger City, Niamey, is 1,058,847 inhabitants. People that are living there, going ups and down around the road, lanes, corners of Niamey. Right? I hope you love it. I hope we are going on. And don't forget, tell your brothers, your sisters, and your friends about MABA, the Universal Learning Center, about Africa, from the Voice of Equality. And your host is Fode Lamin Kande. What a beautiful night and a beautiful day to tell the story about Africa, because we would like people to know that Africa is not a country. Africa is a continent, and one of the most beautiful continents you will think of around the world. So now, what are we going to do? If we just listen to a music from Central Africa, now we are in West Africa. My brothers and sisters, we have to travel. And do you know where we're going to? Southern Africa. And that is not South African country, but Southern Africa of Africa. We're heading right now for Namibia. And in Namibia, you will listen to some beautiful music too. Don't forget, this is MABA, melody around beautiful Africa that moves people from one end to the other, the home of music. Get it?
Bobo, see that yeah, Bobo, see that yeah, Bobo, I want that yeah, Bobo, I'm on the na Bobo, hey, Bobo, Bobo, see that yeah, Bobo, what we know. What a yeah, Bobo, yeah, Bobo, everybody, Bobo, what we do, everybody, Bobo, yeah, Bobo. Yes, groove, darling. We say this Tatum. What a dear bobo. Dear bobo. Everybody. What with the bobo? Everybody bobo. Go read the bobo. I come to bobo. Coming up from bobo. Who's the bobo?
Thank you very, very, very much for listening to this beautiful music, man. A beautiful one from Namibia. But let me tell you something. I don't know what is going on because sometimes I get so excited I forget to do what I'm supposed to do. And that is telling you about the name of the president of Niger. I just left it out like that. Don't blame me, man. I'm enjoying the melody from Africa. You know, it's so great. So, delicious, you know. So don't blame me that much. We all make mistakes. So, but this one is due to the comfort, pleasure, and enjoyment I'm getting out of the melody around beautiful Africa. So now let me correct that mistake before I continue to tell you something important about Namibia. So the president of Niger is Mahamadou Yusufu, that has been president there since 2011 to the present time. Muhammad Yusufu. So my brothers and sisters, forgive me for that, but it's all part of learning. As I'm going, so I'll become professional one day. I won't be forgetting all these little things out of excitement. But I hope you are really, really enjoying melody around beautiful Africa from the voice of equality, because that's the purpose. Because it's flying, booming, the flame is all over around. People are calling, texting, doing everything because they love the show. And it is an educative show. So, my brothers and sisters, don't forget, you learn a lot from the voice of equality. Now, let me tell you about Namibia in Southern Africa. You see, Namibia is down there by the south of Africa, and their population there is 2,198,406 indigenous inhabitants of Namibia. And the country area, the political land of demarcation, or the political territorial integrity, is 825,112 square miles. And the capital city is Windhoek. And the population in Windhoek is 334,580. You know, so these are things we have to know, especially when we know, and everybody knows, that Africa is beautiful. No matter what they say, no matter how poor we are, but we know in tradition, culture, in diversity, we are the richest of them all. So let no one intimidate you for one reason or the other. All right, my brothers? Okay. Now, the president of Namibia is Hifikepunye Pohamba. Hifikepunye Pohamba. He has been president there since 2005, and yet still he is the president in Namibia. So now we have another thing to do. When we've known about Namibia, what are we supposed to do, brothers and sisters? We travel. We keep on traveling to other parts of Africa. Because you know why we have to travel? Yes, because we have to travel to show the world that Africa is not a country. Africa is purely a continent. So I'm happy you are listening to MABA from the Voice of Equality. And don't touch that mouse, because we have a lot to do. We have places to go. We have to travel from South Africa to all the way to North Africa. And from there, do you know where we're going next? That will be East Africa. So we have a long journey to go. And the best part of it, we are going together. As you are sitting by your corner there, please don't touch your mouse. As you are sitting by your corner there, we are traveling together. We are seeking one thing, a common goal: diversity in melody in Africa. You know? So now, let's depart from Namibia. We are heading right now. You know where we are heading to? Sudan. We are heading for Sudan. Yes. We are here in Khartoum, the international airport in Khartoum in Sudan. And fortunately and luckily for us, we get there safely. So now, what are we going to do? Listen to their beautiful music and let us use our imaginative power as the music is playing. Imagine the culture and tradition of those people in that part of Africa and compare it to yours. You storm your brain a little bit so that you can imagine and put yourself within that particular concert that is going on as a participant. Let's do it now. Listen to this beautiful one. From where? From Sudan. All the way from Sudan, my brothers, in North Africa. So let's listen to, and I don't want you to mix it up. We have Southern Sudan, we have Sudan. But right now, we are in Sudan.